Welcome, Sticks and Hacks. Doing something a little bit different today. This is a round from a recent tournament on the USAM Tour as I try to qualify for the National Championship in Oregon this August. I've got 18 tips and 18 holes from a scratch golfer to help you play your best. Let's dive in. The first tip actually starts before the round. You should know what tee you're starting from, so try to simulate that shot on the driving range with your last couple balls. Visualize the shot. If you can hit into the same type of wind, even better. Not familiar with the course? Use the Par Golf app Explore Mode to see the hole before you play and make a plan. This helps reduce the nerves and makes the shot more comfortable. Anything you can do to get a round started in the fairway makes things easier. Want to take it a step further? Play the first hole or two on the range before teeing off. Go through the shots you think you'll hit, like hitting a little short wedge from here into 10. A lot of us struggle with getting a round started, particularly early in the morning. So simulating a few holes on the range should get you more comfortable in the round faster.
Low all the way.
And hopefully, get started with a tap-in par.
Thank you. Aim just inside his ball. Just a stock 52.
Tip number 2, pick specific targets. You heard me locking into an actual ball on the green. The smaller the target, the better to get your mind focused on where you want the ball to go.
Good shot.
Whether you like to think about start lines or finish points, you want to be more target focused, thinking about where you want the ball to go.
That was good. Good start. There it is. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks.
Tip number 3, back off negative thoughts. As easy as tip number 2 is to say, it can be hard to implement. Sometimes that negative thought creeps in. Don't go right, don't chunk it, you bladed the last one, whatever it is. When that little devil on your shoulder starts whispering, back off, reset, get back to focused on what you're trying to do. You won't always hit a great shot, but you want to be in the best mindset to give yourself a chance.
All right, ideal start. 1 under 3-2. Hitting good shots. Just drove the fairway there. Hitting it well. Ideal start in perfect conditions. Golf course is immaculate. Man, let's have a day. Let's go low today. Go low. Go a lot.
Uh-oh.
Come on, Dallas. Talk yourself into that. Pace right.
Even as a scratch, I'm not perfect. I struggle with the tips that I just gave. So in this case, I was a little tentative on how far I could hit it, and I reacted by decelerating and chunking it. I should have backed off.
Work to be done.
I've never regretted backing off a shot, but there are plenty of times I've regretted not backing off. Now I have a 6-footer for par on a really short hole, all because I tried to hit a shot before I was committed. And that results in a bad bogey and back to even par for the tournament.
Quit. Get lucky. It did. Oh, that's perfect. That's right where I wanted it, guys. I wasn't nervous at all. Ooh-wee. A little nervy on that last hole. Got a little scared, hit the chip a little short. I actually hit decent putts at it, but that's a bogey. A little nervy on this tee shot. Got away with it though. We are in play. It's a 3-shot par 5 anyway. Let's just go get us a nice wedge. Good start, good start. Playing, just keep stacking up good shots, huh? That's the goal. Keep stacking up good shots.
Tip number 4. As tempting as it is to try to hit great shots, focus on just stacking up good shots. Doesn't matter if you're a bogey golfer, a scratch, or a tour pro. The definition of a good shot can be relative, but keep stacking up good shots for your skill level. You don't have to be Superman or woman. Good targets and solid swings make for stress-free golf, and then let variation turn good shots into great shots.
Way down there. 75 yards. A little bit of wind help. I like that tree.
Even on short wedges like this, I'm in the rough, the pen is over a bunker, the green falls off to the left. I'm not just blindly aiming at the flag to hit a great shot. I'm aiming slightly right to take the slope out of play. I'm favoring slightly deep to take the bunkers out of play. And I'm trying to hit a good shot.
This is your wheelhouse.
That one jumped on me and it just misses the green, but it's left an easy up and down. I avoided potentially short-siding myself by going for great when good will do.
Inside right.
A good chip leaves just 6 feet, and while it's outside the comfortable range, it's an easy par. That was 5 good shots. There wasn't a great shot in the bunch, but I just kept staying those up, and the score will thank me at the end of the round. Tip number 5, embrace the nerves. When you're playing well, or playing in a tournament, or playing with new people, you're going to feel some nerves. Your brain will do funny things. Embrace it.
All right, battling through some early round nerves. No matter how many of these I play in, I always get a little bit nervous. But battled through that well. Good par on the last hole, good strike here on the tee, and just off the green putt for birdie. Just keep grinding out good shots. That's all we got to do today.
Hitting good shots when you're nervous is a huge payoff. It builds confidence that you can do hard things. Rather than pretending you aren't nervous, acknowledge it. I'm nervous. I care. I can hit this shot. I missed those last two with the camera, but it's another up and down par to remain at even for the tournament.
Find some grass. Okay. Good decision there, I think. Taking 3 wood, making the hole a little bit shorter. Just trying to make sure I stay short of whatever that creek is up there, which I have no idea what it actually is. Ain't mad at that strike. Not ideal. Technically in the hazard. And a long ways out. When in trouble, get out.
And that is tip number 6. Even with good strategy and good shots, occasionally you're going to find yourself in a bit of trouble. When this happens, the most important thing is to get out of trouble. The natural tendency is always to take on too much risk, which opens up potential for disaster. On this shot, I do have a bit of a window in the trees up ahead, which is actually easier than going out sideways. I chose a 3 wood only because the lie is pretty good and I need to keep it low to hit my spot.
That's an awful lie. 96 yards. Only 73 to the front. All right, let's just get something on the surface is good.
So I got out of big trouble, but I put myself into more trouble when my ball didn't get to the right.
Little right of the flag.
In trouble? Gotta get out.
Makes it jumps left.
You just heard me talk through the pin yardage and the front yardage. I'm not trying to be cute here. I chose a club that'll play to the middle of the green yardage. If it comes out hot, it's pin high. If it comes out dead, it should be front edge.
Okay. All right, we're putting. I ain't mad at that. That lie was gnarly. That was way down buried. Wow. This hole's been an adventure so far.
So with all that trouble, I still have a birdie putt. This is because I chose good targets when I was in trouble that would allow even a slight miss to work out. Still, I could have been more conservative on the first recovery shot to make it even easier. But that's 5 good shots, not great, and another easy par.
It's 5. Hey.
Tip number 7. Positive self-talk results in belief.
That's safe enough. Let's find a longer putt. 3 yards. That is 69 feet. Breaking left to right. Less than ideal, but a great chance to snuggle one up there. Be an athlete.
That mediocre iron shot left a long putt. I'm not upset. I'm building myself up.
Go really, really hard.
Not my best effort, but pay attention to my mindset approaching this long par putt.
Then right down the 3, bud. This one's already in. 15 feet.
I completely dismissed how poor the first putt was, solely focused on the task at hand, and believing that it's already in if I hit it.
Thank you.
You're not going to make every 13-foot par save, but you'll make a lot more of them with a good attitude.
Right over that bunker.
Tip number 8 is a little different. Get it on the green. Oh sure, Dallas. Of course, that's what we're always trying to do.
Good miss. That was a little toey.
You're going to hit bad shots that miss the greens, and it's super easy to get sucked into trying to make up for it with an aggressive shot around the green. Don't fall into this trap. When you miss a green, like I'm about to do, your number 1 goal should be to get it on the green.
Just a little punchy one. Get it on the green. Hit it a little. Get right. Get right. Righter. commit to hitting that left, dude. Good opportunity to show off what you've been working on. Just get it on the green. Give yourself a chance at par.
Give yourself room to make mistakes. The quickest way to ruin a round is by leaving one in the bunker or blasting a chip because you're trying to make up for a poor iron shot. I'm aiming well left of the pin on this bunker shot. It takes some risk out of it. I can use the slope to move it towards the hole, and since it's an upslope, it should slow the ball down to make it easier to
I
stop.
don't think it does
Had I
much.
aimed at the hole, it runs away quickly, and there's less green to work with.
The right pace and it's in.
9 feet is a great result, but that's all I was really aiming for. I'm not trying to turn a bogey into a double. And every now and then, you make the save for par. That's good, patient golf.
Is 8 holes. Started on the back 9, so we're headed to 18. Great start, grinding. That's 2 really good putts back to back. Putter feels good, I'm in a good spot. Reading the greens well. Got to get a little less nervy with some of the iron shots because I'm leaving them a little bit short. Just not quite flushing them, but I like where I'm at. Keep grinding.
Tip number 9. Take aggressive swings to conservative targets.
Easy.
If you follow Degate or listen to Tiger, this
think that's
is the
good.
mantra. Choose a target, in this case right bunker,
Okay.
that gives you some wiggle room, but then swing
145.
aggressively and confidently
9
towards
iron.
it. That way, even if you pull it, it's perfect.
Started right at the flag. Like to figure that out.
This is a dangerous shot. There's water left, the wind's going to the left, I tend to miss left, so I chose a safe target.
Extra safe.
Basically on the right edge of the green. I have room to push it or pull it, but I'm not trying to pull it. I'm trying to hit it at this conservative target, and if it ends up there, I'm happy. Mission accomplished. That leaves me a 42 putt over the ridge, but it took water and serious trouble out of play. And it's a relatively easy 2-putt par on a difficult par 4 to shoot even par on the front. Bonus tip,
Thank you.
subscribe to this channel.
Thank you.
More tips like this and you'll be on your way to better golf, so smash that like and subscribe.
Ay, ay, ay. Get lucky. 1 kick right. There it is. Thought we were playing the members course. Get focused. Yard left of it. Get out of here.
Tip 10, don't get mad at good shots. I executed this shot exactly as I intended, but a hard bounce and it's over the
Tailwind.
green.
Hit it too good. All right, you saw how hot his was. Somewhere between 7 and 8 yards. Just get this rolling. I go in.
I've maintained a positive attitude. The wedge shot was better than this result over the green, but that's golf. There's a random component to it. You can't let that frustrate you or it'll
Thank you.
trickle into the next shot.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that started right at where I wanted. It was turning.
It's another ho-hum tap-in par. Keep stacking up good shots.
Thank you. See what we can do after taking a nap, huh? Right edge of that bunker.
Tip 11, give yourself room to miss. This little dogleg right has trouble
Draw a
right
little.
and left, so I've chosen a specific target
think
in the
it's okay,
middle
right?
with room to miss either direction with my dispersion, which is good
Okay.
because I blocked this.
118 yards.
The conservative target meant that push turns into a perfect tee shot and shortens the hole with just a wedge
Touch
left.
right of it.
Even on this wedge shot, I've chosen a target right of the pin with a club that favors slightly short in case I get a flyer. This eliminates bunkers and gives me the best chance to get on the right section of the green.
Right at it. Be the number. Go. Thank you.
And I'm rewarded with a short birdie putt.
Had away, kid. Left edge. Left edge and firm.
Even though I don't make this putt, I'm continuing to give myself good chances by intelligent target
Doesn't
selection,
break it off.
not making the game harder than it needs to be.
Bad read, bad stroke.
Tip 12. There are gonna be holes where there just isn't a good conservative target. You're gonna have to hit a shot. Even in
down.
these cases, you want to favor the side
Get
that is
short.
less penal. If there's an OB left and hazard right, favor the right. In this case, there's a lake left and bunkers right.
Long, skinny
I
tree
aimed down the
on
right
green.
and tried to play a draw.
Just a pitch.
It went a little further and straighter than I expected, into the lesser of the two evils. The fairway bunker isn't my favorite place to be, but it's better than taking a drop on the lake side of the hole. Even on this shot, I'm choosing the lesser of the
Get
two
right on, get
evils.
down.
I'm favoring the bunkers on the right over the lake on the left.
All right.
And I hit a great shot to the
Don't
middle
hate
of the
that.
green.
15 feet across the slope. Hit it just left of that mark.
15 feet for birdie on a tough hole. It's all about choosing a target that allows you to
Didn't hit
miss without bringing in disaster.
Yeah, I just didn't hit it. I'm gonna wait. 4. Bag it. Middle of the bunker. That's dead. I saw it kick down in the hazard.
Tip 13, stick to the plan. My game plan before the round was to hit less than driver here. I tend to block it on this hole and driver will go through the fairway into the trees.
Bury the second ball.
Obviously I did not stick to the plan. I was feeling good, playing well, and decided to try to thread a driver into a narrow fairway to hit the green in 2. That is not my strength, and I never trusted it. My plan was to hit 3-wood, as I just did for my third shot.
I was flirting with it.
3-wood makes the fairway so much wider, and despite me being anxious, the second shot was absolutely perfect.
This is one of those dare to be brave moments. Playing well. Mistake off the tee, that's okay. 250 to get to the front edge. I'd like to get on and have a shot at a 2-putt. The shot you have in your bag. Pros would hit this all day. Good lie. It draws, it draws. Got a little tailwind. But it is put up or shut up time. Swing confidently. Focus on hitting the center of the club face. Center of the club face.
That's all really good self-talk, but this is not sticking to my plan. I told myself all day I would lay up here as these long shots into par 5s are not my strength. I'm bringing 8 or 9 into play with the ball already OB, and a long iron and a wedge likely would have got me a
That may
great
be
chance
a really
at
long
6.
bunker shot. Not sure that was the best play. If that didn't get out of the bunker, it may be really tough. We're scrambling here. Let's not turn a 7 into an 8. I can live with a 7.
This is all self-inflicted. I didn't stick to the plan. Now I've got a tough long bunker shot over another bunker with water left. I've got just a
How
pitching
much more
wedge
can be?
here, just trying to blast it anywhere on the green and avoid disaster.
All right, let's go 2-putt. Make our double. Second ball par wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Stake was off the tee. Let's not turn a 7 into an 8. Good putt.
You can hear the defeat in my voice. I know I've made this much harder than it needed to be because I was feeling good off the tee. I did a great job of realizing the situation in the moment. I knew I had made mistakes, but I also knew that all I could do was play this next shot well. It's a really long lag putt where 3-putt is in play,
Thank you.
but I calmly roll it to a tap in. That's a second ball par,
That's a 7.
but a double on the card to go to +2. Not ideal, but I'm still playing well. You're going to want to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the second round of this tournament, so just go ahead and smash that like and subscribe for me. Help me get to 1,000 subscribers this month.
Really good miss.
Tip 14, patience. Not all good golf shots are rewarded. I'm coming off a double, and on arguably the toughest
Down?
hole on the golf course, I
You
hit a
need to get
tight
down?
fairway and then stuffed the iron to 4 feet.
No, I'll
However, the
take
ball is sitting right on the edge of a poorly repaired old cup. I do my best to repair it, but this is a slick downhill 4-footer that I have aimed at the left edge of the hole. I hit a great putt, and it
I don't
lips
know if
out.
I'm really watching. It wasn't sitting very well, even after trying to fix it. I wouldn't matter where I hit that. That slid.
Tip 15. Good golf is boring. It's not always overpowering the course and birdie putts. A lot of
Think that's
times it's
good?
tapping pars,
But I don't know.
fairways, and missing to the smart side. On this short par 4, I'm just roping a driving iron up the right to give me a short wedge
Strong
in.
wind, so you're gonna aim all the way out at that arrowhead, I think. 118 yards.
Another shot with water left and a ridge that dissects the green in 2. So I'm aiming right along that ridge, hoping for a little
safe,
draw to
Dallas.
kick down
Hit
to the
left.
hole.
Way too safe.
Realistically, I was aimed well right of the flag to take water out of play, and I just missed catching the ridge. So while I'm frustrated,
Sit.
hitting it 33 feet right of the hole means a birdie
Thank
putt. 33 feet left of the hole would have been swimming with the turtles. Another easy lag and another boring par.
Thank you. 4s are good. Get down, maybe. Be across the bowl, I think, but might be a fun putt. Awkward little into the green. About time to make one, I think. Been a little too quiet out here. Greens are rolling good.
Tip 16. Speed is king on the greens. If you can't control speed, then you can't read the greens, as the amount of break is absolutely dependent on how hard you hit it. You can be a little off on your read, and with good speed, still have a chance to make the putt. And at worst, 2-putt. This was a tough putt across a bowl, and with good speed, it's a stress-free par. I'm cognizant of the speed, even on the short ones. Tip 17. Track your shots. Shameless plug here for par golf, which I develop and maintain, but if you don't know where you struggle or how you miss, you can't work on the right things to improve faster. I've tracked every shot I've hit for over 7 years, and it's helped me get from a 6 handicap to a +1, all while practicing less. That's the app you see sliding in from the right after every shot. That was a 286-yard drive down the right-hand side.
Commit. Center of the face.
I've tracked enough shots to know that with long irons I tend to rock out of them and miss left, overturning them. Now, just because I know this doesn't mean I can fix it every time, but it lets me know that 4 to 6 irons are a place I need to practice and learn to get the ball more to the right. That's a goal of mine this year.
Okay. Chicken. Kick right. Go!
With par golf, it's super easy, especially with an Apple Watch. The app does all the work in the background while you play, so you can focus on golf. Even in a tournament, like what you're watching today. You can go as deep as you want with it, even tracking things like green reading, and if you tend to over or under read your putts, or hit them with the right speed, like we discussed in tip 16.
It started to hold the line. Got me a little excited. Thank you. Quit. Daddy Yankee. Yeah, I've had lots of fun putts today.
Tip 18. Don't blame putting for bad iron shots. A little foreshadowing here, but I'm about to 3-putt this last hole. When this happens, it's easy to walk off the green upset with your putter, but if you focus on putting, you're working on the wrong thing. This 3-putt was not due to a bad putt. An iron shot from 160 left a devilish 70-foot putt. I had already 2-putted from long distance multiple times today. Pulling up my round summary from par golf, I actually gained 0.2 strokes putting on a scratch handicap, which is a solid stroke better than my typical putting performance. I putted well. In fact, I did just about everything well.
Good luck tomorrow.
But par golf removes the emotion from the result and shows me that I gave away strokes with driving.
Tough finish there. What a good round, really derailed by one bad tee shot. And that was a tough 2-putt there on the last from 70 feet, roughly 70 feet. So happy with that. 75's good. See what I can do tomorrow. Well, see where I end up today if I'm in contention. Let's go.
18 tips and 18 holes. If you're still here, hit that like and subscribe button. I'm leading the tournament after 18 holes. Let's see if I can win it.